I seek refuge in God from the Satan. Start with the name of God who is gracious and merciful. Quran topics by Tanvir Kazmi. Chapter 1 God, Arabic word Allah. Al-Araf, chapter 7, 54 verse. Your Lord is the one God who created the heavens, skies, and the earth in 6 days, then assumed all authority. The night overtakes the day as it pursues it persistently, and the sun, the moon, and the stars are committed to serve by his command. Absolutely, he controls all creation and all commands. Most exalted is God, the Lord of universe. You shall worship your Lord publicly and privately. He does not love the transgressors. Do not corrupt the earth after it has been set straight, and worship him out of reverence and out of hope. Surely God's mercy is attainable by the righteous. He is the one who sends the wind with good new omen as a mercy from his hands. Whence they gather heavy clouds, we drive them to dead lands and send down water therefrom to produce with it all kinds of fruits. We thus resurrect the dead, that you may take heed. The good land readily produces its plants by the permission of its Lord, while the bad land barely produces anything useful. We thus explained the revelations for people who are appreciative. Al-Araf, chapter 7, from verse 97. Did the people of present communities guarantee that our punishment will not come to them in the night as they sleep? Did the people of today's community guarantee that our punishment will not come to them in the daytime while they play? Have they taken God's plan for granted? None takes God's plan for granted except the losers. Does it ever occur to those who inherit the earth after previous generation that, if we will, we can punish them for their sins and seal their hearts, causing them to turn deaf? Al-Araf, chapter 7, from verse 158. Say, O people, I am God's messengers to all of you. To him belongs the sovereignty of the heavens and the earth. There is no God except He. He controls life and death. Therefore you shall believe in God and His messenger, the Gentile prophet, who believes in God and His words. Follow him that you may be guided. Al-Araf, chapter number 7, from verse 189. He created you from one person, Adam. Subsequently, he gives every man a mate to find tranquility with her. She then carries a light load that she can hardly notice. As the load gets heavier, they implore God, their Lord, if you give us a good baby, we will be appreciative. But when he gives them a good baby, they turn his gift into an idol that rivals him. God be exalted far above any partnership. Is it not a fact that they are idolizing idols who create nothing and are themselves created, idols that can neither help them nor even help themselves? Al-Anfal, chapter number 8, from verse 52. This is the same fate as that of Pharaoh's people and those who disbelieved before them. They rejected God's revelations, and God punished them for their sins. God is powerful, and his punishment is severe. God does not change a blessing he has bestowed upon any people unless they themselves decide to change. God is all knowing, all hearing. Al Tawbah, chapter number 9, from verse 54. What prevented the acceptance of their spending is that they disbelieved in God and his messenger, And when they observed the prayers, they observed them lazily. And when they gave to charity, they did so grudgingly. Al Tawbah, chapter 9, from verse 77. Consequently, he plagued them with hypocrisy in their hearts, till the day they meet him. This is because they broke their promises to God, and because of their lying. Do they not realize that God knows their secrets and their conspiracies, and that God is the knower of all secrets? Al Tawbah, chapter number 9, verse 115. God does not send any people astray after he had guided them, without first pointing out for them what to expect. God is fully aware of all things. To God belongs the sovereignty of the heavens and the earth. He controls life and death. You have none beside God as a Lord and a Master. Yunus chapter 10, verse 3. Your only Lord is God, the one who created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, then assumed all authority. He controls all matters. There is no intercessor except in accordance with his will. Such is Allah your Lord. You shall worship him. Would you not take heed? To him is your ultimate return, all of you. This is God's truthful promise. He initiates the creation, then repeats it, in order to reward those who believe and lead a righteous life equitably. As for those who disbelieve, they incur hellish drinks and a painful punishment for their disbelieving. He is the one who rendered the sun radiant and the moon a light. He designed the phases that you may learn to count the years and to calculate. God does God did not create all this except for a specific purpose. He explains the revelation for people who know. Surely in the alternation of the night and the day, and what God created in the heavens and the earth, they are proofs for the people who are righteous.